Okay, here is a little bit of a website tutorial for you. I'm going to go through the login and then just go through all of the basics to start off. And then as I go through, I'll try to include some menu items and some other items that you probably run into or want to know. So after this video, if you want to know more, I can always make another video. But I'll try to include as much as I can on this first one. So I'm gonna go to cmi.brdonline.com and I'm going to /WP admin. I believe you are set up as a user already. Yes. Once you log in, up here, you'll see this black bar up here, and that is your admin bar. A couple things that you'll click on, it would be edit with page builder. That'll allow you to edit any current page that you're on. So if you're on, well, this is product pages, you can't really edit those as they're just created in WooCommerce. But for instance, like the home page, the support page, contact us page, you could edit all of those just by visiting that page and then clicking edit with page builder. Once you click edit with page builder, you will see these green kind of header tabs on each element. Elements are, for instance, image boxes, text boxes, and a bunch of other things that you can put in a page to create the look that you want. And down here at the bottom are elements that you can open and close. You can also search for elements, although not having used this before, you won't know what really to search for, so you'll have to kind of comb through. And over here on the left is kind of the category system. So like for instance, page layouts, you can do smart containers and column layouts, things like that. Most of your time will be spent in content or media. Content, you can see you can put in sidebars, buttons, boxes, all kinds of different things. We stick pretty much to the basics on this. I wouldn't go into layout a whole lot, as I can do that, but you can mess with that if you want, and I will show you how to mess with layout a little bit. So back up to the tabs here is, once you have an element, you can edit that. You can hide it, you can save an element. For instance, I don't have any saved, but once you put in the work to create, there we go. Anyway, once you put in the work to create an element, have your font the right size. Like for instance, this title element, if we want to use this consistently on every page, you can save this element and call this text element or whatever, or page title and header. Hit save element. I don't know why these ain't popping up. However, you can, me jump out of here and come back to this. Something's not acting right here. There it is, it's open now. So you got saved elements. So here's this page title and header right here. So if I wanted to add this into a page, I can just select this and bring it up here and drop it on a page. And it matches the font characteristics and sizes and things like that. So that's how you save an element, and you can use it on any page at any time. I've got, looks like I do have some saved. There's a red separator, which is a bar like this. This is called a separator, and this one would be red. I do have a dark gray separator. This one here is saved as dark gray. The footer I've saved, and some other things. But that is how you save, is this little disk element. You can hide an element, click the eyeball, and then of course you can clone it, move it, or delete it. And then these little gears here is how you edit that. So to edit this header, you just click the gears. I can change the height of this. And when there's this little live symbol right here, that means whatever I do in this bar will be, it'll reveal what the changes is in live time. So you can actually see it happening. There's a lot of different, you just have to look down through here. There's a lot of different options, styles options. You can fade, add a mask, different things. Slides, here's where you actually edit the actual image. So I can select a different image here. If you don't like that and want to change that out, you can build one in Photoshop. I would just find this image in the media library and save it on your desktop so you know what size to make it. Or if you know that you're going to make this from here to the top to the bottom 500 pixels, then you would want to make that 500 pixels. However, the width of a website can change on browser width or the person's device, so you got to really be careful. Like for instance, on this image I have a lot of black space on the left and right. That is because on different devices it may put that make that size differently, and so you got to be aware of the big margins so that it doesn't get cut off on smaller devices. Once your changes are done, you can select an image and then you can drag in from your desktop and things like that as well. But once you're done, you can hit X, save and close. You'll want to save and close, and then if you want to actually publish it, even though you save and close here, it won't actually take place on the live website until you click publish down here in the bottom right. These are image boxes. This linked to a product collection or product category that we create with Excel sheets. So I have a certain image here. It's obviously an Aegean faucet that I want to link to the Aegean product category. So right here is your image box link. Image box title is Aegean collection. And then you can give it different styles. Font sizes are in here, font color, etc. Again, once you're done, you can hit save and close, and then publish once you're done. So here is layout options. These black bars on the side, every time you hover over an element, you have these black bars here. And again, you can duplicate, move it, edit it, save it, etc. And a full width column is considered 12 out of 12, so you can see the numbers here. So basically these are 3 out of 12, so 3, 3, 3 is 9, so I have 3 extra, so these have extra space on the side. And in order to center this first one, I have to give it an offset. So I have a 1 column offset, so that adds a column here and here. So it'd basically be almost center, not quite center, because you got 1 here and 1 here. So you'd have 10 left, and we're only using 9. So as you can see, it is a little bit closer to the left side than the right. We could probably mess with that further to give it some left margin to make it but it only affects that one, so that's not going to work. We could make it 4 out of 12. It's probably because of the size of these I made them 3, but we can make each one 4 and 4 and 4, which would be a full 12, and then get rid of this offset. And so now you can see that it fills it up and it's much bigger on the page, even though, and even as you shrink this down, it automatically resizes. So it looks pretty good there, actually. So that's an example of how you can resize some things. Go back to 3. So see how these are really favored to the left. We would have to give it a column offset, which it already has, but anyway, I won't mess with this any further. I won't save it. This doesn't look like it's moving back over, which is fine. Sometimes it's a little glitchy. These themes can be a little glitchy, so you just have to save it and refresh it and come back for some things to change. These are just media containers with logos inside. Again, you can edit it. You could change out this logo and link it to, but it just links to a product category, Canton Bathware. So to find that product category that you want to link to, I'm going to click dashboard here. So you can go to WooCommerce or go to products and go to categories. For instance, here's a jean collection. If you want to link to that, you can just right click. We'll just open that in a new tab, and right here is product category and a jean collection. So you can just copy and paste the full URL, or if you just do / from here on, it knows automatically to search the current site that you're on and then add this at the end of it. So if you're currently on cmi.brd, at some point it'll be cmiproduct.com, but right now it's on this development site, but it'll automatically know to add this at the extension. So when you link things like these here, and I'm going to put in the links, you don't have to put in the full URL. You can just put in this end part. So I automatically know that this is / product - category just by seeing this here, and then / majestic, all lowercase, dash collection, because a dash replaces the space. So these dashes replace spaces. Let's go back to home page. Again, these are just media containers with images to represent the color swatch, and they link to that product category, that all products with a matte gold category in the Excel sheet will be in this category. So this will take you to all matte gold products, not just a GN or whatever. It'll take you to everything that has a matte gold category assigned to it. Let's go over menus. So under appearance is your menus. So there's a lot of menus I have saved here, but like here, phone's ringing. I should have a main menu right here. This is your main navigation. So you have to hit select, and once you hit select, it'll show all the different items that you have. So you have home and so on, and then your sub items here like Friendo faucets and Bala is underneath CMI brands. So you have to slide those over one step. If I wanted Bala underneath Friendo, then I could put that underneath. These are all custom links. This works the same way as it does on the web page. You can create a custom link here, and then you could just do / product category / majestic collection. And then you could call this majestic collection. So this is the name, this is the URL that it links to. You can hit add to menu and it shows up, and then I could put this underneath collections here, and boom. And when I save that, it would add it to the main menu. So there are different sidebars. You click on, for instance, range hoods. I have a separate menu. I thought I did for range hoods. You may have to mess with this a little bit. So when you click on Vitreous China, then it shows a different sidebar. I think that's how I had it before. It still needs some work here. The old sites, it was a little different, so it didn't quite translate over. But what we have to do is go to, I think, widgets. So we can create custom menus, and that's what I did before. Is I created like bunch of sync menus, Bala. So like if you want it, like while you were underneath faucets, you could click kitchen faucets, and it would show, while you're looking at faucets, it would show single handle, two handle category menu items. So if you were only interested in two handles, you could click this menu and it would take you to show all two handle faucets. can show you how to use it in a minute. Um, I'm back, sorry. Um, so here is kitchen. So I've created these sidebars. So basically when you're looking at kitchen category, it should show kitchen, the menu right here by using the custom kitchen menu. So I have to figure out how to get this to work. Widget areas. Here is all my... I'll have to do some work on this on my end. What I need to do is it's showing the default sidebar right here. And these are supposed to replace that, but it isn't. So I gotta look into that and figure out how to do that. But that's kind of how that works. Is this is a widget area. So here's kitchen faucets. Here we go. This is how you can assign. So this widget area, kitchen faucets. I'm close. This one's just a little bit different than the old one, so it's not lined up right. I mean, technically it should show all the product categories here, and it doesn't. I should be able to put it anytime kitchen faucets are up, and that was the idea. So I'll have to look into this to get it more dialed in. But it is all set up as far as the menus and the sidebars and all of that. Again, this page here, we can edit with page builder. Here's a contact form. We can choose to not show this or show it or whatever. One thing we may have to do is create a drop down menu if I can't get the menu to change based on what category we're visiting. we may have to modify this to where it reveals everything just as drop downs and so on. And it would just be displayed all the time instead of changing depending on the category. But I can figure that out. I'll just have to spend some time. I think I can get that working again, just like the old site. So there's basic editing. I'm trying to think what else there is. I've shown you the all import. That's how you import the Excel sheets. You've went over that, but that's where that is. Smart areas. This is where the footer's at. It's called a smart area. It replaces the stock footer of the website, and so you can actually go in and edit this like you can a page. So you've got your elements, so it lets you build the custom footer by yourself and add any of these elements into here, so it's kind of nice. And that's in Page Builder Smart Areas. Here's some general settings. Nothing major in there. I mean, it is major stuff, but I can change any of that. A lot of this is just going in to these. Here's your contact form. Your media library is here. It shows all the photos in their media library. Anything that it uploads, so you have 56 pages of photos. Anything that it uploads will be in here, such as logos and things like that. So all of the original site build will be on the last page. So here's where all your logos and custom stuff is. If you go back a page, you'll get into more of that. The stuff I used to build the site, like these are a lot of the old headers. So we can make custom new graphics in Photoshop and bring them in and add them to the header as needed or wherever. Here's your pages. This shows a lot of pages that aren't in use, and then some that are. So like this Home 2, Home 3, Home 4, they're not being used. Only this one is. It's set as the front page. So I'm only using contact, contact us, homepage, products, maybe services. Nope, just support product. These are all products. So only contact us, support, and home are actually pages. These are all built by WooCommerce as we import products. So I'm only using 3 of these pages. This one, contact us, and home. I think that's it for now. If you want to learn more, I can show you at some point, but I want to get to this video, that way you can go in and start editing some images. If you want, change things around. I think that's it. Thank you.